T-Bird stacking. Mrs. T-Bird is right over there on the other side. Hey, Mrs. T-Bird. Hi. She's making lasagna, and she dubbed me to make the dessert. It's what's it? Chocolate fudge cherry cheesecake. Woo! Yeah, their own little way. I got the chocolate cake mix right there, but we're not going to even abide by the directions there. Let me just get my laptop going here so I can see the chat before anybody stops in. Let's see, refresh this. There we go. I can click that in that way there. I can kind of get to watch the chat while I'm trying to make this. Scrap Metal Racing. Woo! Blister and Barnacles. How you doing, Jamie? Good to see you. Yeah, Mrs. T-Bird's behind me making lasagna. She, instead of using no bake noodles, what are you using? You're using, because you're being a diabetic, you're using rice paper. Rice paper. She's behind me making lasagna, but instead of for the noodles, she's using this these round spring roll wraps and then cutting them with scissors. Go ahead, put it up front there. You can show them. And she's gonna place it there. Now, I didn't think about doing anything like that, but she cut the rice paper up into strips. Like I said, she's behind me making lasagna. Biggest Stacker, good to see you. Good afternoon. Emerald Coal Stacker, woo! How's it going, brother? Yeah, but I was going to start off with this. She said for me to do a video on it, but I said, there's no way. There's no way I can't do a 60-second or a 3-minute video short on this. It wind up to be like a 7-8 minute video. So I said, why don't I just go live with it? But we're going to take this chocolate cake mix and we're going to disregard whatever it says there because we got our own little way we do it. But first of all, I'm going to take that. I'm going to take the, I already opened it up. I'm just going to dump that chocolate cake mix right up in there. How's everybody going? How's your Sunday doing? I haven't been doing a whole lot the past week. I've had a lot of things going on in my life. Been pretty busy and don't want to get too much into detail about it. But I do got quite a bit of videos and things that I want to put out there. Went down to the store earlier to get some of this stuff. I went to the Coinstar. Did a little short before I went in there, but yeah, I think I got 8 cents. I think Scott Metal, I think I've only got 1 copper in there, but better than none at all. I ain't gonna get rich on it, but I'll be adding it to the collection. Hey Kevin Hawthorne, how you doing? Good to see you. Like I said, we're gonna start off with that 1 box, and you take 3 eggs and take just regular 3 eggs and put 3 eggs in there like that. I pre-opened up everything ahead of time, so it'll be a little easier for me. Put those 3 eggs in there. Got a whole can, 21-ounce can of cherry pie filling. We're just going to dump that right up in there. I feel like I'm doing Mr. and Mrs. West Texas Sunday cooking show now. I don't know if I've ever done a live stream in cooking, but like I said, I thought it would be a little easier, a little better to do it on a live rather than doing a video on it. Because by the time you take a video and it's a 7-8 minute video or longer, it takes some time for that to upload, and it's very time consuming. Hey, Mrs. Scooter, how you doing? Good to see you. Dennis the Menace, woo! Steve LaPointe, yeah, bird's the word. Yeah, we went out with her brother-in-law and my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, his better half. Yesterday we went to the orchard and we picked up a few more things. What all you're going to do is take all this ingredients and mix it all together. This isn't this. I don't really like usually using this spatula, but it's the first thing I grabbed. Usually I'll take a whisk or something, but all you want to do is blend and mix the ingredients together. Trying to watch the chat as I'm going. It's raining in New York City, Steve. Yeah, we got some snow for the first time. Before I went to the store, I made a short video. I haven't posted it. I did a video on the way going out to the store, and we got about 1 inch of snow up here. It's kind of melting. I think right now it's actually raining a little bit as well here. I think that storms kind of came in that cold weather front has came across the whole United States, dipping almost all the way down to Texas to where you are, Scrap Metal. I think you're out and about right now, though. I don't remember. I think I seen a short of yours. Let's get all that all mixed up really good here. Like I said, I should have got my whisk out, but I wasn't as prepared. I mean, the best thing for me to do is let Mrs. T-Bird make this, and then I get to clean up the bowl after and the spoons. Yes, Mrs. T-Bird, that's how it's done. Oh, we got Mrs. Molly Bear coming over to investigate. We were out and about yesterday. You'll get more Monday night and Tuesday. Oh, geez, thanks. Yeah, it's supposed to be a pretty cold week across the whole United States, mid northern United States all this week. We get temperatures that are going to be anywhere from a low to about 27 till about 35 for my particular area. Just about got this all mixed together. I'm going to take it and I'll pour it in a pan and I'll show you what we're going to do with that Philadelphia cheesecake. Yeah, a lot of these recipes call for oil. We don't put any oil in there at all. The pie filling that I put in, the cherry pie filling, takes the place with the moisture on that. And of course, this was Mrs. T-Bird's idea. It wasn't mine. The chocolate. She likes chocolate. I do too, but only in candy bars. Yeah, that's pretty good right there. When we were out and about, we went to a few different orchards. I picked up these. I thought they were a little expensive, $14.95 each. To do with my pouring, I can either do a flat side or I'm going to attempt to do it in kinetic play sand. I'm going to take these maple leaves. It's going to be a little difficult with the sand that go up in between these small little crevices. But I'm going to see how it comes out. I'm going to make a couple of copper pours of these maple leaves. See if I can't compress them into the kinetic play sand. I'll probably do that a little later on this week. And for all of you that are out here, I know you're probably all wondering about my one guy celebration. I wanted to do it this weekend, but unfortunately, life steers different plans. I had a lot going on in my life. Hey, Raspberry Hedgehog, how you doing? Good to see you. I had a lot going on. Old Path, how you doing? But I didn't get around to it, and I'm going to do it. I believe it's November 15th. That's next Saturday. I haven't got a time, but I'll be doing a posting on what time I'm going to be doing it. I may be doing it somewhere around 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which would probably be around 3 or 4 Pacific Time. But I will be doing a 1K celebration on the November 15th. I'm pretty sure it's a Saturday. Correct me if I'm wrong. But well, we got this all done. I'm going to move this over out of the way. We don't need this empty box anymore. Put that over in the side. I don't think I need that spoon. Usually I use a 13 by 9. Is it 13 by 9, Mrs. T-Bird? Yeah. 13 by 9 pan, but she's got that pan already occupied. This is the difficult part. I hope I don't drop this on on the live stream. Usually me and Mrs. T-Bird do this together. But you just want to grease that pan and put a little bit of flour in it. Take your batter. Like I said, this is just a cake mix batter. It's chocolate fudge. And we put 3 eggs in it. No oil, nothing else, no water. A 21-ounce can of that cherry pie filling with the 3 eggs. Mix it all together. Oh man, look at that. This is what I usually get. I usually get all this, and I usually eat it up and clean up the bowls. And I'm the dishwasher, and I clean everything up. Let me take a look at the chat. Bunny Camo, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, but look, once you get that done, you're just gonna take that, pat this out. Maybe I could have did this in a 5-minute video. Doubt it. But what did you call this, Mrs. T-Bird? A chocolate fudge?
Cherry cheesecake.
Cherry cheesecake something.
Oh, explosion.
Explosion. Chocolate cherry cheesecake explosion. Me and Mrs. T-Bird always usually cook, and I usually don't. I've been doing it quite a bit, I guess, but we both like to cook, and I kind of incorporated that into with my channel. Yeah, like I said, you're gonna take that like that, fold that all out, and then you're gonna go to you can get this at the store, just about anywhere. It's made by Philadelphia. It's Philadelphia cheesecake, no bake. You're gonna take that. Let me clean this up real quick so I don't get everything all mixed up. I'm gonna put that over my bowl because I'm gonna take care of that mess after myself. Let me rinse this off real quick. Uh-oh. Hold on now. Let me show you what Mrs. T-Bird is doing. She doesn't like to be in the video, so I'm going to try to sneak you over here real quick. How you doing, Min? Woo! Oh, man, she's got the... Let me step right over there for a second, Mrs. T-Bird. She's got the sauce that she's already made. How'd you make that sauce? You got extras in there? You put mushrooms?
Yeah, I've got mushrooms in there.
Mushrooms, onions, green peppers. She got the rice paper, which you already sliced up instead of using what is the no bake lasagna noodles, because the noodles turn into sugar, and her being a diabetic, she can't have that. So she got those Chinese rice paper and cut those up and use those. Use some cottage cheese. Got some cottage cheese, hamburger, and some mozzarella cheese. She already doctored all that up, so she's kind of getting that going. That's going to go in the oven along with my chocolate cheesecake, cherry cheesecake surprise. But let's get back to making this. You getting hungry yet, Scrap Metal? I know you're out there. Woo, oh, thank you very much for the jewel gift. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. But we're going to get into putting this cheesecake bake on there, and this is what really makes it. I'm going to open this up. This stuff is awesome. All you're going to do is take out a few spoons, a couple of tablespoons, and kind of spread it onto the top. You don't want to go too crazy with this, but I like it. So I'm going a little more than I normally would. But he's going to put that on there like that. Then all you're going to do, you're going to kind of blend this in. Try to keep it away from the edge. He's going to take this and kind of mix it and blend it in. You're not going to mix it completely. But we do this a lot with our spice cakes and our cherry cakes and our, what's the other one? The
Carrot cake.
Carrot cakes. The carrot cakes. And we blend this in with it like that with what we make. And we always substitute instead of using the oil.
It's healthier too.
Yeah, it's healthier for you and it tastes better, I think. That's all you're going to do is take that and kind of mix it in, blend it, not too thick. Kind of poke it down inside the batter. Let me tell you, this is so good, even without any frosting on them. And I usually use whipped cream or Cool Whip, whatever your preference is. But that's pretty close to about being completely down in there. And that's pretty much it, guys. Now I'm all done with that. I can lick the spatula. That is so good. Like I said, I went a little heavier than I normally would have that. But that's the way I like it. We're all done with that, and I get to clean up that spoon mess. Set that away here. Go pop back over. Let me zoom in on that for you guys so you can see it. Get a little closer up pick on that. And we've got the oven set, what, for 350, Mrs. T-Bird? It's on 350. And if you bake cakes, I don't know, it's usually, what, 25, 30 minutes? Oh, she's bringing it right over to me. Man, you got that done quicker than I did. I didn't even get to drink my coffee. There's Mrs. T-Bird's lasagna. She's already got the mozzarella cheese all over the top of it, already made. She started this about the same time I did. I think she's better than I am. How you doing, Anthony? Good to see you. Thank you very much for stopping in. Woo! Bird's the word. Yeah, like I said, stay tuned for November 15th. That's when I'm going to do my 1K celebration, probably around 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Pacific Time is going to be 3 or 4 Pacific Time. So you guys can kind of figure out what central and where you are in your location of the world. But we're going to have a really good time. I got a lot of products that I picked up at Parker's, at Bayshard's Orchard, at Sheezy Apple Orchard. Bayshard's. Yeah, Bayshard's Sugar House. That's what it is. Yeah, Bayshard's Sugar House. And then we're going to be extra surprises for those that win in my celebration. So let's see. Let me turn you guys around here. This Ebert's wiping up the mess, and we'll get this in the oven. And I can sit back and chat with you a little bit. When's the next Fire Pit Live going to be? Oh, I don't know, Vin. I'll be sure to do one again. It's a little colder out here up in my neck of the woods. We got some snow out there today. We got about an inch of snow, so it won't be tonight. It's raining. It's a little dreary out. Let me turn around and get you guys positioned over here. I'm just going to turn around. We got a baking sheet that's in there, so in case anything spills over. We're going to put the cake right in there along with it. I'll turn that sideways. Oh boy, is that going to be good when it's done. Woo! Chocolate fudge cherry cheesecake. What is it, Steve? Explosion.
It looks like it exploded already with your cheesecake.
It does, doesn't it? So there it is. That wasn't as long as I thought it would be. Close that up now. Set at 350. Lasagna's going to cook within about 20-25 minutes. That cheesecake's going to be done. Let me turn you back over here, little Molly Bear. Yeah, we got a little emoji of Molly Bear. Molly Bear, what are you doing? There's my little Molly Bear. Y'all coming to my place for dinner? Come on over. We got plenty. It'll probably be gone by the time you get here. But anyways, let me see here. I'm going to show those again. Like I said, I got these over at Sheezy Apple Orchard. I picked those up. I thought those would be something kind of cool. Every time I see something where I can compress something into the sand to make a copper pour, I'm always thinking, I thought that would make a pretty good design. I'm not sure, like I said, the sand is going to stick inside those smaller crevices. I don't know, but I'm going to try both sides. And if not, I can always make a copper maple leaf. I'm going to do that probably a little later on in this week. So how is everybody this fine Sunday? I know it's cold out. I know Steve LaPointe said that they had some. Hey, Stacking Surfer, how you doing? Thank you very much. You know, I might even think about doing, if the copper pour comes out good like that. I mean, it's probably about a little over 1/8 of an inch thick. I may even consider, maybe, if this comes out good on this side, I may consider doing a silver pour of that. I don't know. I'm going to try it out in copper first, do a few of those. And I won't do it the same day. I'll probably do my silver pour separate from my copper pour. But that's what I want to do with the copper pours and those maple leaves. Always good to see each and every one of you. Nice to see you in here, Stacking Surfer. I know the weather over there in California is probably a lot better than it is over here. I know right now we're down to, I think it's like hovering around 32 degrees. Yep, it's 32 degrees exactly outside. Let me see here. This Seabird's going to kill me. She don't like to take it. Look at, hey, check that out. Tiger Stacker, eat your heart out, brother. I got one, I got two. Here's the other one over there. I showed him that one time before. I think he laughed. Yeah, nice toasty. 75 degrees here inside, 32 degrees outside in snow. Oh man. Take a quick look here. Yeah, I went to the store. We get a little bit of snow out there. I can't wait for spring. Oh man. Well, I got everything all cooked, all in the oven, all said and done. Come over here to my bar area here real quick. Show you guys my bigger fireplace. Let's see if I can't turn this on. Let's see. What do we want for colors here? Blue. Let's change that. And I'll step back a little bit. I don't have all the lights on. I turn my jukebox on. There we go. Oh, I should have turned on my tiki lights too. I didn't think about doing any of this. There's the big fireplace back there. But it puts out heat and everything. We got another one down there. Another fireplace, and little Mala Bear. She's in her little chair. All right, I'm coming back over in the kitchen. I'll sit down and chat with you for a little bit because I can't really see the chat on my phone. My laptop's in here. Give you a little tour. There we go. Point you guys down this way on the table. Probably going to go clean up the mess now, pretty much. Scrap metal. You got the EC running? Yeah. Yeah, it must be what? Got to be up into the 70s. But mid says it's 40 to 41 degrees. Woo! Yeah, it's a little cooler up here in upstate.
Here's your bowl.
Oh, there's my bowl. Yep, there's my bowl I get to clean up. Yeah, that's all mine. Mrs. Teeber knows that I like to clean the bowls up. Let's see. Stacking Server said Trump, maybe because he's seen him on the big screen. Yeah, we were watching a bunch of different things over there. When did they say that? Uh-oh, somebody's here. Either that or they hear something. They're always barking. They hear something. Getting the prices down. Yeah, getting the prices down. That is ridiculous. You know, I went. Where did I put it? I'm not sure where I put it. Oh, I know where I put it. Right here. Prices are absolutely ridiculous. Let me just make sure there's no pertinent information on here. There shouldn't be. Let's see. Just to go down to the store, just to pick up a few things that we needed to get. Cherry pie filling. And some of the other stuff. Not a whole lot of stuff. No. And I can't think of all the items, but there's probably like about 15 items. But yeah. There's the grand total. There's the grand total. Holy crepes. $109 to make to get stuff to make a lasagna dinner and to make a cake. How ridiculous is that? $109. Woo! That's quite the silver dinner. What is it? At least. I think that's at least 2 silver buffaloes tonight for dinner. Yeah, 2 silver buffaloes. There they go, rolling on the floor. Catch that silver. Yep, pretty much 2 of those. Maybe 2 and a little more. I'd have to probably break out a 10th ounce, probably. 10th ounce, and that would equal up to about what I spent out. Yeah, for 15, it might have been a little more than 15. I'm not sure, but around that ballpark, it wasn't that much. It was 15 or 16 items just to make lasagna and to turn around and make that chocolate cake. Yeah, it's crazy. Where am I shopping at? I don't know. It's at my local grocery store.
Yeah.
Uh, I oh wait, yeah. One of the things was the cat food I picked up for my kitties. About a big 30 or it's more than that. Not sure what it is, but that alone was like $30. Yeah, it's a 40 can. I think this was the most expensive thing.
Cake already.
Like my cake already started. Yeah, that was for my kitty cats. That's for my kitty cats. 40 can thing that was $31. So that was a big cost right there. And of course, you bought a big 3 pound pack of hamburger for the lasagna. You know, me and Mrs. T-Bird usually cook quite a bit. Hey, Rubberneck, how you doing? Good to see you. I'll take a peek over at this. Oh, I can't open it up. Maybe I can lower this down. I still got the light on. Let's see on the inside. Oh yeah, it's already starting to rise. Yeah, that chocolate cheesecake is already starting to rise. Lasagna is going to be a little while longer. Mrs. T-Bird just took a she's gone to the living room, go relax and sit down and watch TV. Awesome. Scrap Metal member for a month. Woo! Level 1. That's awesome. Thank you so much for being a member. Scrap Metal. Woo! Yeah, you got it. Hey, War. Good to see you. How you doing? Did you see what I'm cooking you tonight? I can't open the oven because if I open that oven, that chocolate cheesecake might fall. But yeah, it's I'm just showing the receipt there of my groceries, $109. I couldn't believe that, but part of it was the cat food, but the rest of it, if you take care of the equation of the cat food, you're still talking $80 for dinner tonight, just for buying the ingredients, the ingredients and stuff that I needed to make the lasagna and to make the chocolate cheesecake. It's going to be delicious. And like I said, for those that are just coming in, such as War uh, and Rubberneck, stay tuned for November 15th. I'm pretty sure that's a Saturday. I'm going to be doing my 1K celebration that day. It'll probably be, like I said, about 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Pacific time will be 3 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That's going to be Saturday, if I'm correct on the date and time. Is that the right date? Saturday the 15th? Yeah, there's the emojis. Thanks for the emojis. Yeah, you got Molly Bear and Jax. That blue Phoenix one, that one stands for Mrs. T-Bird. I gotta make up some new ones. I don't know how many people. Ooh, look at that. Wow, we got 24 likes. 12 people still in the house. Now I got nothing to do but to wait for the cheesecake to get done. The chocolate cheese. Who's ever heard of a chocolate cheesecake? There's the tiki emojis. Ooh, yeah. Awesome. Although, no, I didn't. No, wait. Those are just regular tiki emojis and not one I made. I think I made one, though. Didn't I? Yes, I did. Yeah, the copper one. Yeah. Scrap Metal Racing put that up, the tiki emojis, just a little while ago. You've had caramel cheesecake before? Awesome. That sounds good. I don't think I've ever made a chocolate cheesecake, but it's a chocolate cherry cheesecake. And like I said, we don't pay any attention to the recipes that are on the box. We got our own little recipes. We don't put the oil in it and some of the other stuff. And it's more healthier for you than all that other junk that they put in there, I guess. And it's very, very moist. Very moist. Turtle cheesecake. Is that anything like the those those chocolate turtles with the things that you put in there? What was it? Caramel? What are those called? Those turtles? They got those chocolate turtles. What? A chocolate turtle cake? I've never heard of a chocolate turtle cake. Caramel nuts. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like pistachios. I like those. What have I got here? Pistachios are one of my favorites. Macadamians are as well. I love macadamians. sort of drizzle the caramel and chocolate with the nuts. Well, that's something I could have probably did on top of that cheesecake, the chocolate cherry cheesecake. I could have dribbled something over the top and beforehand. I never even thought about that. I had some of those glazed. Be on my side. Like I said, we went out yesterday. We went to Bayshard's Sugar House where I got a lot of my stuff for my celebration, and we also went to the Shazy Apple Orchard. We got a lot of stuff there, and this is I picked this up. I picked that up. Picked up some more things at Bayshard's. Then we went over to Shazy. I got those. I got a lot of these different cards and got these other recipes. I'm gonna have these where I'm gonna probably on my celebration god this weekend coming up. I've got several different recipes that we picked up from Bayshard's and from Shazy. I'm gonna stick those in there. It's recipes that you can make with maple syrup and other things. And Mrs. T-Bird picked up a lot of these other different little jams. These are some of the extra gifts. Like whoever wins in my celebration, which I've done before in the past, you're not only gonna win. If you win on my celebration, whatever the prize is, you're gonna win that, and then you're gonna do the wheel, and we're gonna spin the wheel to get a second prize. It's the rigged celebration to win. Oh, we got more recipes, but you're gonna get a choice. Now, Mrs. Teeber got these. I don't know why she had gotten those. I think she got those for us, but I've got the bigger bottles. For whoever wins is also going to get one of these maple syrup. So they're going to get the one that's a little bigger than this. She picked up a couple more of those. I think she got just for herself. We got all these. I mean, I'm going to load it up, and you're going to get a keychain if you haven't already got a keychain for me. She got these as well. Like I said, I don't think she got these for my celebration. I'm not sure to give out. They're extra gifts for whoever does win. But I've got coffee. I've got all sorts of things from Bayshard's Sugar House and other places that are going to be little extras for whoever does win. We're going to put in there. I can't give out all the information on all the prizes, but like I said, if you win on my channel, you can just win one little thing. You're going to have that lazy Susan. You're going to be able to spin that. Let me take you inside my studio. Hold on. I'll take you in there. It's probably a mess in there. I'm going to have to move everything back in here. Hold on. Let me situate you guys here real quick. It's dark in here. Okay, hold on. Got to get everything all set back up. Turn the fireplace on here. Turn the lights on. Oh, hold on. No, I'll show you the few things. Let me give you. There's the lazy Susan. That's the rigged wheel to win. You're gonna have a chance to either win a T-Bird hat or a T-shirt or 90% $50 or a 40% $50 or maybe even this proof Washington bicentennial or a 90% dime. And I'm going to spin that. And that's the lazy Susan. If you win, you're going to be able to spin that. You can see how greased those barons are. And that's where you're going to win your second. Hey, G Wally, good to see you. Oh, hold on. Let me get my laptop in here. Oh, man. Yeah, let me see if I got a bunch of different things I didn't intend on showing, but I know Scrap Metal Racing was talking about the pennies. Always look at the 1992s, 92s, and 98s, 1999s for wide AM. For wide AM, you got the 2000s that have them. You got the 1999s, and you have the 1998s, and then you got the 1992s, 1992Ds. Where you got the either close or the wide AM, and some of them can be worth some good money. Did that thing finally stop? Well, that stopped, and it stopped on between spin again and something else. I don't know what that was, but I'm gonna have to redo it. But you're going to be able. Here's the ones that I was telling you on some of the gifts that when you do win, even after the second spin, you might get a honey lollipop. You might get a. It's going to be a choice of either a honey lollipop or a cinnamon lollipop on a cinnamon stick. You're going to have your choice of different types of coffee. Other than the God that you win, you're going to have a choice whether you get a cinnamon bun. Oh, there were two cinnamon buns. Let's see, or French toast. I think the other one was, yeah, French toast. You're going to be able to take your pick of one of those. There's all sorts of goodies in here. All sorts of goodies. Let's see here. Oh, here they are. Yeah, here's the ones I was talking about. Let me get the one that Mrs. T-Bird got. But Mrs. T-Bird had picked up these, I think, just because she liked them. But those are smaller than the ones that I usually get. These are the bigger ones. They're a little bit bigger. And that's the ones that I'm giving away for my celebration on my GA. When you win, everybody's gonna get one of those. Whoever wins. It's a guaranteed prize. It's just like the lollipop and the coffee. It's guaranteed. If you do win, you're gonna guarantee get that as well as an extra gift. And there's other things. But let me see if I can pull this out. If I can find where I put it, I'll show it to Scrap Metal Racing. I've actually got two of them. I had them right here. I don't think I'll be able to. Now I gotta. This is a 1973 struck through a cap die. Can't really see it too well, but I found that during my coin hunting on pennies. It was struck through a cap die. I just got that in there because it's a brilliant uncirculated 1950. I'd found that while coin roll hunting, and it still has a lot of red and a lot of luster to it. But I'm actually trying to find. I pulled this out. I'm trying to find the 1998 that I have. I got a few of them. I don't have my magnifying glass, so I can't see. But the wide AM, I got a couple of them, and you ain't gonna be able to see it unless I put it on my. But this is one I found during my coin roll hunt. This is a 1998 wide AM, and where you want to pay attention to is the A and the M on America on the reverse. I'm not gonna be able to. Let me see if I can't zoom this in. Maybe you can see it. If I had it on my coin microscope, and I had it hitched up, I could show it to you better. Because I don't think this is going to zoom in enough. But it's it's the wide AM. Now, notoriously, on the 1998s, it shouldn't be the wide. It should be touching. The A and the M should be touching. But they used a proof plancha on some of them where you had, you guys can't see it. But it's not touching. The A and the M are not touching. And I can't get it any closer. I think you can kind of see that, but I can't hold still. I got two of those. That's on the 1998s. I pulled out this that I had stuck in there. I even got some Washington W's that I found. But let me zoom you guys back out. Oh, what do you got? Why do you got to tease me, Mrs. T-Bird? Oh, man. Yeah. She brought this in and threw that in my face. Look at that. She's teasing me. She knows I love my desserts. But I pulled this out, and I've had this, I don't know for how many years. I've got multiple air quarters that are in here. Some of the Betsy Coleman. I got to go through them, but I got pre-1959 nickels all in here. And every one of them's got a certain little something about them. but this thing is actually loaded and packed. I've got more silver contacts that I collected through in here, but I had this stashed about and I completely forgot all about it. I got so many different things. There's something up with that 1995D. I think there was a 1995D. It's about an MS68. It's a double die on the reverse, I think it is. I forget. Stacking Surfer, if he's still out there, he might be able to say what it is. If I'm correct, I think it was on the reverse. A double die, I'd found one of those. But there's multiple different. Some of them are just regular quarters and regular pennies and wheatback pennies, but this thing is loaded and I got to go through it. I got to go through it and sort all that out because I love my numismatics. Let's see here. Thought you had a further apart. They had to be further apart. Now, if you get a microscope, like I said, they don't have. I can. Let me see here. I can probably show you real quick, but it may take me a minute to get set up. I can probably show you the difference on the 1998 wide AM versus the close AM. I don't know if I can get my computer going. I got to plug it all in and then get the program to be able to so you can see it. Maybe I can show that to you real quick. I hope Mrs. Siebert's watching the food. I didn't plan on being on quite this long. Bear with me for a minute. Are those the 92s? I think these are the 92s I'm using as an example. I'm not sure. Let me lower this tripod down. Like I said, I was only going live just to show the cooking and the making. Becky Joe, woo, good to see you. Thank you so much for being a member. That's awesome. Let me see if I can't get this set up here real quick. Give me a moment and I'll throw that 1998 wide AM. I got a couple of them, scrap metal. And let me show you here. Let me see if I can remember how to pop that up though. No, let's see. Camera. I got me on there. If I hit that, what go to it? There it is. Yep. Okay, I figured it out. I can probably take that out of there, scrap metal. I can't see the chat. Let me go back to the chat real quick. I think scrap metal's still here. Okay, and I can show you the wide AM on the reverse side. I don't know if I can want to take it out of here or not, but they don't, as long as they're not touching. There we go. There we go. There's the 1998 wide AM. Let me zoom you in here a little bit, scrap metal, so you can see it. Let me turn my tripod here and got to get it closer to the screen. Michael and Nancy, woo! Good to see you. There's, I had it there. There's the 1998 wide AM. Let me see if this is the 98, which I think it is. Yes. Inside of this packet, I have two 1998s that are not wide. One may be wide and one may not be. But if they're touching, that's not the desired one that you want. Let me take these right out of here. It'd be easier. I can put them on that paper. That way I can slide it around. Like I said, I was only going to do the cheesecake thing. Okay. There we go. There's 1998, the close AM. Let me see if I can't turn it around so you guys can see it better. I'll get it up here at the top. Okay, there's 1998 close AM. You can see where the A and the M are touching. And that one I think is also a 1998, and it is the far AM. Let me make sure that's the right coin. Yep, 1998. So the one on the right, there's my second one that I found during coin roll hunting. They're both 1998s. The one on the left is the wide AM, and it's not, that was not in the greatest shape either. But that's what you're looking for, scrap metal. I hope you're still out here to see this. Like I said, I can't see my chat right now because I'm on that screen, but there's where the serifs from the letterings on the A and the M are nearly touching. And on the other one, you can see where they're not. Now, the reason for that is because it was a proof die set that had made this particular penny, the wide AM. There's not that many. And each one of them are probably worth about $25, depending on grade varying. Let me see if I can't throw that other 1998 that I have. Where did I put it? The one I have in here, it's in a little better shape than that one. But I found those during coin roll hunting. And here that, there's the other one, the 1998. And it's a red. Like I said, it's not in brilliant, it's not brilliant uncirculated condition, but it's in a really nice condition. And here's the reverse side. Let me see if I can spin it around. You can see how the A and the M at the bottom are not touching right there. Where in the other ones they are. Like I said, the one on the left is the wide. On this one, 1998 is the wide, and that's the way it's supposed to be over here between the A and M, and they're nearly touching. But look for those in 1998s and in 2000. They have a few. There's some for 1992. 92D has the wide AM, but it also has doubling on it. I don't have one of those, unfortunately. But some of those coins are worth an extremely large amount of money, into the thousands. And depending on grade, could be tens of thousands. Let me go back to my chat so I can see the chat better. Alrighty, there we go. I have other coins and things that I could show, but I don't want to get way into detail. I was only going to do this just to get on to do the little food video and show the baking the cake. But I appreciate each and every one of you for stopping by here. Like I said, I haven't been out here too much in the past week because I've had a lot of personal things going on in my life, and it made me pretty depressed on some of the things that I had to endure and go through, and it's just life. Uh, and I apologize, but I between work and my home life, I didn't have a whole lot of time. Hey, Norman, how you doing? Good to see you. Nice to stopping by. Um, I got a lot of my silver contacts. I had to turn around, put them into a bigger vial. Periodically, while Mrs. T-Bird was working, before I'd go to bed, I was puttering around with breaking down all my silver contacts. I think I got about 8 ounces of silver contacts in there now. 8 troy ounces, 8.13. And of course, I got to take a little out, so it's just a little underneath. How did I work that out? I have teared it out. It should be 30. Let me put some coins on here and get up to 30, and then I can tear that out. There we go. It's a little more. I'll tear that out. That will take up the weight of the capsule, the container that it's in. Sorry, I didn't have you pointed down. I got 7.79 ounces, troy ounces of silver contacts that I've been collecting. I've got more than that. I've got other bottles and vials of that. Jackknife, how you doing? Woo! Yeah, I am. I am Jackknife. Like I said, I had a very depressing week. A lot to do with a family member that's got a lot of issues, and I want to go over some of those and show you some of those. I know the other day when I was on there with Michael Stacking, I couldn't really. You must have heard me jingle that silver earlier. You had to have. You had to have, Jackknife. But yeah, here's some of the old Canadian scents that I have. Some of them, not all of them. I, I, I found those in some of those boxes which I just showed. This one is not. This one is a shilling, I believe. It doesn't come out very well. That's from. It's got one of King George's on there. That's in 1861. These ones, that one had actually it had been cleaned, but I've got a lot of these Canadians that haven't been cleaned. Let me see here. You're trying to start to buy more old coins. Many people have never seen them. Yeah. But here's another old Canadian that I have. I got quite a few of these. That's a 1917. Uh, just just lucked out. I happened to stay on and pop into my studio. This one, this one is. I don't know what had ever happened to this one, but that's the way I found it. But it's got to be in 1893. It ain't gonna be in 1993. 1893 Canadian 1 cent. Large set. I got that one. Like I said, I've got multiple ones, and I've got more than this that I dug out. This is a 1920 large Canadian cent. Did you have any of those, Queen Victoria? Do you have any of those large cents, jackknife? There's a 1918. I got some old dimes and old nickels as well. Some of the nickels are so small, they're smaller than U.S. dimes. What year is this one? I got it upside down. Another 1916. I thought I had one of those. I got two of them. I didn't see if you said if you had any or not, jackknife. You have one Queen Victoria cent, I believe, maybe two. Put together a set, an album. Cool. Nice. Nice. What year that one is. Yeah, I lost my. There it is. 1919. What is this one? I don't know what this one is. It's a 19. This is a 1 cent Canadian. 1920. It's not the large cent. It's a small cent with a maple. And it's in pretty rough shape. That's the way I got it, though. That's the way I got it. Like I said, I got multiple other pieces, but they're all over my desk is in such a disarray right now. I got so much stuff that's on it. They're almost both done, Miss Stewart. Already, I just got into doing my coins, I guess. Oh no, that's another country. That's from the Straight Settlements. I thought that was Canadian. I had it in my Canadian pile. No, no. I'll have to find them and separate them out, get them all reorganized. Yeah, you must have heard me jingle, jingle my silver earlier. I appreciate you though, Jack. And thank you so much for being a subscriber and stopping by. I appreciate you. Got a call from the warden. Oh boy, uh, sorry I missed that. And you actually highlighted it where I could actually see it. The warden, my warden, just let me know that our food's almost done. Is already. You still learning? Hmm. Awesome. That's really awesome. You're starting to collect now, Jackknife. Um, if you do me a favor, as long as you don't mind, it's up to you. Um, please email me, and I've got a lot of stuff that I'm going to be sending out here shortly. Uh, Drop me an email, Jackknife, and give me your address, and I'll send you out some stuff, some stickers, and maybe I'll throw one of these large Canadian cents in there. I'll let you. I'll pick one. I'll pick if I get. I know I got an extra one. I'll pick one of these large cents out, and I'll send you out one of these large cents to get you going. Like I said, I think it's a 1916. I've got two of, or One of the 19. They're not the greatest shape. You've seen them. You've just seen them. But I'll send you off one of those to get you started because I know you'd rather have the Canadian scents than the American ones. Um, like I said, I got a double of one of these. I don't know which one it was. I'll be more than glad to send you out one of my doubles. Let's so you can have it, get you off to a little start. You're very welcome, Jackknife. It's the least I can do for an awesome subscriber and member such as yourself. It's just to show you my appreciation. I know I'm not always, like I said, I've had a very troublesome week this last week, and I'm trying to shake it off. I'm trying to shake it off and uh, be getting prepared to do my celebration this Saturday, November 15th, around 6 or 7 Eastern Standard Time, which would be about 3 to 4 Pacific Time. I'll be doing my celebration. I'll be doing the Lazy Susan for the second, whoever wins, and the second chance to win. No brake, no rigged brake paddle either. Of course, that's all fake. It's not plugged in. I got it down below, but I got the rigged wheel to win. On my celebration, we got the rigged wheel to win. Yes, it's going to be the 750 1000 sub celebration. Where's the thick copper pour? Which one? I have a lot of thick copper pours. I have a lot of thick copper pours. Did you stop in to see? Let me grab it. I picked up something. I picked up something yesterday. We went back to the maple sugar houses here locally, and I picked up a couple of these lasered graved out maple leaves. I'm going to try to do that. This is inset. I don't know how well that's going to come out in the kinetic play sand because the smaller pieces, the sand's probably going to try to stick up in there. But I'm going to attempt to do this pour in copper, and maybe at some point in time, if it comes out really well, do it in silver. But I'm going to do these in copper. I don't know which particular thick copper piece you were talking about. The numbers? Oh, the 750. Yeah, I have that out in my garage studio right now. But there's a lot of thick copper pours I got. I've got that outside of my garage studio. The brake pedal is rigged too. How you doing, Brookie? Thank you very much for stopping in. It's done. It's on the stove. Oh, okay. I'm gonna end the live, but I'm gonna bring you out. I'm gonna bring him out, Mrs. T-Bird. Fair warning. I'm gonna bring him out to show him. Hope you got the cake out. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Oh my. Oh, look at that chocolate cheesecake, man. Oh man, does that look good? Oh boy, is that gonna ever be good? For those that were with me from the beginning, you saw me make the ingredients and pour that in. Just the Duncan Hines chocolate fudge cake mix, 3 eggs, a 21-ounce can of cherry pie filling. Put that in there, mixed it all up, and then put the no bake cheesecake on the top of that and swirl it down in the middle of it. And then you bake it at 350 degrees. And that's so awesome and so moist. It is unbelievable. And you can just turn around and take your Cool Whip. You can just take your Cool Whip. Oh, man. You just got to take your, look at there, the Kerrygold butter. I couldn't let Michael see the bacon. Oh, yeah, just take some whipped top and you cut a piece out and you put a little wet on top. Oh, man, is that so good? There's the lasagna. Oh, man, I got to let you guys go. I got to let you guys go. The birds got to eat. But before I do, there's my book. Oh, I got my book. Hold on a second. I got my book, and I'll show you guys real quick. And this is 2025. Some of I was talking about the prices on the 1992s. Oh man, Michael, If I could send that to you somehow, I'd send you a slice of it, brother. I know you'd love that. Small cents. Let me go back here. We're looking at 1992. Looking for the 1992s. I might have opened right up directly to that page, and I just went right by it. Let's see. Okay, what we're looking at, scrap metal. I don't think he's here. I think he said the warden had to get him, but you get the 1999 S, which probably only can't come into the proof boxes. And I looked through mine, and I don't have any that are close on the 1999s. But I do have a 1999. I gotta find it. I got a 1999 wide AM. Of course, this is an MS65 red condition. Mine is not. Mine is not. But in an MS65 condition, that's valued at about $500. Now, the 98s, which you all saw, you get the close AM. Let's see here. That's on the 1998S. You want the close AM at an MS65 red at 1998S is valued at about $150. Now, what I have is a 1998 wide AM, and at an MS65, they're worth about $25, give or take, in condition. The better condition, the more it'll be worth. The less condition, it'll be worth less as well. But then I also talked about the 1995 double die obverse, and I was talking about it, and I think Stacking Surfer was out there, and an MS65 condition that's worth about $65. The one that I have is not an MS65. It's much lower than that, but I do have a 1995 double die adverse. The other one I was talking about was 1992. It was a 1992. Let's see here. The 1992D close AM. Them at MS. Oh my! I don't have one of those. MS65 red. If you come across a 1992D close AM, a D is worth about $10,000. The 1992 close AM without the D is about 12,500. Woo! And of course, I got a lot of numismatic coins that I've collected from them in. I had 4 packs of 1990s that were the S's, and I didn't have it. For the no S mint mark, them are very highly sought after as well. And MS67, them are valued at about $3,200. I don't have any, unfortunately. But anyways, guys, uh, I wish I had a few of those. Some of them I do, some of them I don't. I can't go over all my coins right now, but the 1992, the very expensive ones, I don't have. Will I ever have one? I don't know. Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, if they're about an MS65 condition, grade, and red. A lot of the coins like I got here, one of those that I showed you, like this one, that's 1950. That's red. There's nothing spectacular about that one. It's a brilliant uncirculated one that I had found in the wild, and it's in brilliant uncirculated condition, and that's still red. Um, then of course I got that cap dye one that I showed, 1970. That's sort of like a red brown. You can start to see it's not. It may still be considered a red, but I think it'd be considered a red brown. That was struck underneath a cap dye. I should have had that on my Tom Love microscope earlier. Um, but like say this flying eagle, this would be considered a brown. I got that one way back in the day. That's brilliant uncirculated condition. I would have to show you underneath the microscope. I don't think I can get that to even focus in now. Come on. Is it because I'm zoomed in or I'm not zoomed in? Maybe it's the plastic. Yeah, I think it's the glare from the plastic. Yeah, it's the plastic. I got to get this coin out of there and get it in something better. That's a small date, 1950, that I've gotten, that I've had from when I first started collecting coins way back in the day. That's a real nice coin. PNM, nothing. Thank you so much. You have a lot of rare coins. Rare. Not rare coins. The helicopter. Yeah, the helicopter. Oh, man. Alrighty, guys. I've got to go eat. I'll probably go on live later on. Maybe not tonight, but probably tomorrow when I get home. I'll probably go live. I'm probably going to go out to my garage studio and I'm going to use this maple leaf. I'm going to do an open sand cast pour copper. If I can successfully pull off a really nice one, I've got two of these that I picked up. I got two of these that I picked up. Um, like I said, it's going to be tough to get those small details because the sand, when I compress this in the sand's going to want to stick in those. The smaller area, the bigger areas, the sand will come out. But I'm going to try the back side, and if that doesn't really come out too well, then I'm going to do that side. But if that does eventually come out really nice with a copper pour, I'm thinking about making a silver maple leaf. I'm gonna pour a silver maple leaf. I'm going to do a couple of those pours. And please, Jackknife, if you are out there, like I said, I know you said you would send me an email. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I appreciate you being a subscriber and a member, T-Bird member. And because you're starting to collect, I will send you out one of those old Canadian large cents. Like I said, it'll probably be one of the duplicates I have. Probably, I think it's a 1916 that I have duplicates of, and who knows, maybe I'll send you out one of the other coins that I got. Maybe I'll send you two coins, Jackknife. I don't know. We'll see, but I'll send you out some stickers and a magnet. I'll get that off to you out in the mail probably after my celebration gala because that's going to come up this Saturday, and I'm going to have a lot of things to mail out. You're going to have a chance to win a T-Bird hat, T-Bird shirt. There's a lot of things. I can't go over it all, but we're going to be giving away a lot of stuff. It's going to be a 750,000 sub celebration. You're very welcome. Very welcome, Jackknife. Uh, let's stay tuned. I'll have a few more videos I'll be throwing out there today. Just some shorts that I'm going to put out there. And we'll catch you out tomorrow. If weather prevailing, it should be all right. But if I can get my Wi-Fi set out my garage, I'll do a live stream pour. It'll probably be somewhere between 3, 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time and 7 o'clock. I'll do live stream pouring for copper, and I'll pour some maple leaves. I'm going to do more than just maple leaves. We'll do a few things because I always load that crucible up to about 25 ounces of liquid copper, and we'll see what we're going to pour. But thank you very much for stopping in. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Mint. Thank you, Rubberneck. Thank you, Jackknife. Thank you, Michael Stacken. Thank you, PNM. I appreciate each and every one of you. We had Vegas Stacker out earlier. We had Stack and Surfer as well earlier. I think he's probably already flown off, but if not, thank you so much. Appreciate y'all. Um, take care. Have a good night. You got it, Jackknife. Bird's the word. Woo! The big thumb. Yeah, brother. T-Bird out. Thanks, guys.